I have a love-hate relationship with Eching. I love the artsy atmosphere, the street performers, and all the shops dedicated to passions of mine like yo-yos and very woolly hats. I hate that a sandwich costs the same as a bicycle. But sadly, you can't have one without the other. Wherever there's a cool vibe, the expensive sandwich guys are sure to follow.
Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. Today we are playing 2 Point Campus. It's been all the rage. I'm sure you've seen everybody playing it everywhere. However, I have played it in my free time and I decided to start in Upper Eching because this is the campus I struggled with the most, and I think it's a great jumping off point for anybody else who might be struggling with this level. So, record dealings. Welcome to Upper Eching, the city's arts district where broke students and swanky executives coexist with no hint of irony. The campus was founded by well-meaning arty types who didn't believe in charging their students. However, music industry giants Bungle Records are always eager to pay for the next big thing. If we're going to make it in show business, we'll need to produce as much talent as possible. So we are going to have a musicality and a counterculture studies class. Hi there, I'm Jasmine Odyssey. You may have seen me, well, everywhere. I'm the pop star that everyone knows and nobody hates, weirdly. I'm contractually obligated to do one big favor for Bungle Records every few years. Why did I sign that? But they've asked me to help with your campus. Lucky for you, if I wasn't a county-wide multimedia icon, I'd be a really good campus administrator. We're not going to make beautiful music in such a horrible, sticky environment. It's never been done before. Some fans probably got in and left a mess. They can get a bit enthusiastic. You got that to look forward to. Anyway, I'll go find us some croissants while you tidy up a bit. So first things first, they want us to go ahead and hire a janitor, which we can do pretty quickly. Let's hire, oh, I really don't like that guy. Let's hire Ernie Purple here. He isn't going to be great at maintenance, but we can always train him in that later and keep our eyes out at the available teachers as well. Awful. Squeaky clean, iron bladder. Oh yeah, this is the one that we want. We want that teacher. But before we get more into this, they do want us to go ahead and make this student campus a level 6. I found that it's easiest just to go through and clear out the stuff we don't like in this already pre-built student lounge area, and then just add like a couple posters and a couple tables, and then it'll be up to level 6 for us already. Talent is everywhere. You just have to know where to look. This reminds me of that time when I lost the demo tape to Fish Whispers in that ravine. At first it seemed impossible to find, but once I did, I could afford all those houses. Anyway, every time one of our students levels up, Bungle Records will send us a bonus. That's our main way of making money on this level, so no charge. This campus does not believe in charging its students. We won't receive tuition fees, rent, or XP bonus. Bungle Records wants us to develop as much talent as possible. They'll pay us a fee whenever a student levels up. Cram your students with XP to maximize their potential and receive as much money as you can from Bungle Records. I understand. So first thing we're going to do is build all of the campus requirements that we can. I believe we are just about ready to begin our first year. We completed all the campus requirements. We have a great 50 student dorm here that's at an 11 prestige, so we can fit lots and lots of students in there. We have a big library. We have the basics down for everything that they need. And then another important thing to build here is going to be our book club, because it allows students to learn faster, which, since that's how we make our money, is the best club we can have at the school, in my opinion. And I also added over here on our second campus location a training hub for our teachers. But let's go here to training our staff, and let's train our Ernie Purple janitor here in some maintenance, because he is going to be our primary janitor. As for our assistants, I have one in pastoral care because we'll need that eventually, but right now they can fill in as like club recruitment or in the student union. I have one library, this Titus Bilk, but he's not very good. So, I'm gonna keep my eyes peeled for a better library assistant. I also went through and made sure that we only had 8 students coming in. This is kind of a double-edged sword. Obviously, we make more money with the amount of students that come in and level up quicker. However, it's just going to be easier to start off with 8, keep our class sizes low, and then increase them as we progress. So let's go ahead and hit start next year. We're starting off with 37,000, so not a lot. Run open mic events in the student union for live music on a budget. They'll also give our musicality students a little extra XP. That's what I forgot to do. So I love creating our open mic as this first little event happening here at the beginning of the year, but you have to schedule it at the beginning. So let's go ahead and put that at the first part of the break. I hate doing that because that means the students are going to be running a little bit behind. And I also, of course, forgot to put in our snack machines. So I like doing the pulpitation because that gives them a little speed boost, as well as some cheesy gubbins, and of course some trash cans, so that way they hopefully aren't throwing garbage on the ground. And some hand sanitizer, so that way not everybody has to race and share these shower stalls. Okay, now we'll hit play. Well, I found somebody better at the library, so let's go ahead and fire that first assistant and get this assistant in and rolling. So our October statement is showing that we did actually make a profit, which is what we like to appreciate. October is a month that has half classes, half not classes. So that's usually a pretty good sign there that, like, for the middle, we're still making a little bit of profit. Not a lot, but enough to hopefully get us through this first year without going into the negative. Oh no, for November we are losing money, and it's only going to go down for December as well, since there are no classes during that time. I couldn't help but overhear that you don't get any money from your musicality students. That doesn't seem very fair now, does it? Says the Orb Foundation. We'd be more than happy to help your campus financially, provided that you show your students that the orb is the perfect shape and the perfect solution, of course. See you around. So I already unlocked this because I have played this level before. Basically, it's a club that exchanges happiness from your students for money. And it's kind of a double-edged sword because while getting money from your students is great, if they aren't happy, they aren't paying tuitions or fees anyways. And if they're happier, then they level up faster. So I always opt to not do that club just because, I believe in my students. They'll be able to level up by themselves, It is the end of year 1, so let's go ahead and look at our overview. So I thought we did pretty well this year. We have all 16 students continuing with an average exam result of 78%, which is awesome. That means our students are succeeding. They're learning. They're earning us money very slowly, but still good. Looks like we do need to build ourselves a campus or a computer lab for the next semester. Another tip I have for you guys is whenever it's summer semester, allow a lot of free time to pass. This is going to increase the happiness of your students, let them take care of any needs that they might have been putting off throughout the school year. And so yeah, let's go build that computer lab and hopefully we have enough money for it. Alright, so it looks like we don't have enough money for a computer lab, except for the class is not scheduled until May, so that means we can build it throughout the year as we're slowly getting more money. If we go to manage our courses, let's go ahead and upgrade them to level 2, but still keep the capacity down to level 8. I decided to go ahead and start the next year. As you can see, we have campus requirements, a computer lab, but we still have 266 days, so we just have to hit it before May, which hopefully we'll have some money for that. Taking a look, we also need to hire a medical assistant, so that's something I'm going to be keeping my eye out for. Okay, we barely made it by the hair of our chinny chin chin. We did get enough money generated without taking a loan throughout the year to get this computer lab up and running. That means we are probably going to be broke for the rest of the year, maybe go into the negatives, but that's alright, we're trying our best, and At least we have the classroom built so people can hopefully get some XP. It is the end of year 2 and we haven't gone into the negatives or had to take it. Well, we went into the negatives, but we've gotten out of the negatives and we haven't had to take a loan. So I think pretty successful for year 2. Let's go to the overview. All right, 79% exam results. So pretty much the same as last year, which is awesome. We have 24 continuing with 8 students graduating, which means we should be able to take on plenty more students for the upcoming year. For year 3, we are in the same predicament as we were last year. We need an extra lecture theater. If you look here, we need it really soon, in October, November. It is 21,000, so hopefully, we're gonna start the next year, and if we don't have it, then we don't have it. Once again, we're keeping our student intake at 8, just because we're still trying to push through, struggling to get through. So hopefully we can get it done before then, especially as students complete assessments and all of that. Fingers crossed. I believe we got this. Ooh, okay, pause. Before we lose all this money, we do actually have enough to build another lecture theater. And in fact, I think we can take this upgraded one and probably copy it. We can. Oh, we're gonna be so broke. That's okay. Let's go ahead and plop that there. Oh, and I forgot to open that room. There we go. Okay. Okay, we did it. We made it just barely. I can't believe it. Also, tip, I've just been going through and like rejecting all the students' need for like movies and that kind of stuff until we get more established financially. They're just gonna have to do with what they got, which is video games, like arcade machines, and then like hanging out with each other. Oh, and we are still in the positive by 800 monies, but we did it, guys. It is now the end of year 3. If we go to the overview, we're doing fantastic. We have 16 graduating, 24 continuing, and an average exam result of 81%. We've got the Best Teacher Award, Rising Staff Award, Student Choice Award, and the Queen of Clubs. So we're doing great. We have a 100% pass rate, and even best, we finished the year with 43,000 money saved up. So I know I'm skipping a lot of the in-between where it's me running the actual school campus. Basically, I'm going through and I'm rejecting any high-ticket items like, bands coming to play, student union parties, all that kind of stuff. I am trying to accept as many assessment requests, so they need it for like a class. Those, of course, I'm trying to get in as soon as possible. And then the smaller like guest requests, like this bench and this flower bench, I'm gonna put those in if I have the money available. And now that it's year 3, I put in a veggie kiosk and hired an assistant for that so they can run it, just because I kept getting those requests over and over again. Of course, that's something I'd wait until you're definitely like very comfortable. But looking at it, we don't need to increase anything for the next year, which means we can use this next year to start generating more money. As you can also see here, we're slowly building up our campus level. It's at level 10 now. You can increase it by training your staff, increasing your course size, and building more stuff around the campus. And I'm doing the majority of this by decorating rooms, increasing attractiveness, as well as training staff members so that way they can do their job more efficiently. And then we still have to train one staff member to level 5 in musicality, but we're getting there slowly. So let's go ahead and go into manage courses. Let's increase musicality to 3 as well, and then also keep it down to 8. That keeps our students happy. Our class size is small, and but gives them the best education that they can get. So it's more of like an exclusive university, you know? But let's go ahead, let some more time pass, and then we'll hit start next year. Another thing I forgot to cover, so I did build the pastoral care as well as the medical office, but I only have one assistant actually trained, in that department. So they basically jump back and forth because we don't have like a lot of students getting injured or anything like that. They can just jump between the 2 rooms whenever a student needs them. So it makes it really easy. You only have to pay for 1 staff member, and that's exclusively what they do, is just those 2 those 2 rooms, which are right next to each other also, which also makes it really easy for like the transition between the 2 needs. It is now the end of year 4. Let's see. Still doing great, still doing fantastic. Okay, so let's go ahead and awards. I'm gonna do a couple things to the campus while we're on summer break, like adding a vaulting course because I guess a student asked for it. So be right back. Before we go into year 5, I completed some renovations. They wanted a vaulting course in this gym, so we put it in. Is this pretty ugly? Yeah, that's okay though. And then I also increased our class sizes to 16, so we're going to be doubling our classes. So I did go ahead and build ourselves a second dorm over in the second campus building, and the only thing we needed to add on at first was this extra recording studio, which we will fill out as more students request it. So let's go ahead and hit start next year. 16 and 16, and the reason I increased this was to get our campus level up to 15 quicker. Oh my god, guys. We just made 88,000 money that month by increasing our class size by doubling it. Yeah, I think we're definitely at the part where we're starting to make more money, which we love to see. End of year 5, and we have 100%. Everything's looking peachy keen. What's this? Academic excellent. Amazing. Good job. Let's hit end rewards. So we are almost complete with the 1 star. All we're waiting on is our level 15 campus. And I'm hoping here, let's go ahead and upgrade our musicality, make sure we stay at 16 students though. Hit okay on that. Looks like we need another lecture theater and another counterculture studies teacher. We did it! We got our star rating increased to our 1 star. I was just, training all of the staff that I had, and that's what got us up to level 15. But I hope you enjoyed this episode. You learned some tips and tricks to getting over that first 3-year hump of not earning any additional income. I think, we did pretty well. If you guys enjoyed this episode, let me know in the comments down below. As always, there is a link to all my social media, including my sticker shop, my TikTok, and my Patreon, where for $3 a month you can help support the channel and get your name on the end credits. But if you'd like to support me for free, I'd really appreciate that. All you have to do is like, comment, share this video, as well as subscribe to my channel. All of that really helps the YouTube algorithm get my content in front of more people's faces. So until I see you guys again, I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye-bye.